Welcome back to Zero Escape.
Welcome back, part 3.
Escape.
Zero Escape 999.
9 persons, 9 doors, 9 escapes.
Nine. There's so many nines.
Yep.
And then there's 7.
Part 3.
Alright. Let's get this show.
Let's get the show on the road. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm the narrator. Then suddenly, in the cold, heavy silence that had enveloped them all like a thick fog, the bell began to ring. The clock in the central hall. 7, 8, 9, 10 times. 999! And then, on the 10th ring, it stopped. The sound of the bell faded away into silence.
It's 10 o'clock then.
Mountain
He
looks kind of
said
sad.
what each one of them had been thinking.
He's got like a mullet going on.
Yeah, he's kind of hot.
raw. Yeah.
That means it's been an hour since Zero's little announcement.
Yo. So his deep voice echoed across the room. His deep, sexy voice.
Fuck!
Shit!
I've had enough of this crap.
Santa leapt to his feet, his fist clenched.
How long are we gonna pussyfoot around like this?
Pussyfoot. I love that term so much.
You've only got 8 hours until this time limit Zero is going on is up. Let's get going already. Let's go. Go!
Santa's outburst fell on deaf ears. No one seemed to agree with him. They stared back at him, their eyes blank and their faces tired. Finally, Lotus spoke.
No, I refuse. I'm not gonna end up like him.
We don't talk about him, bro.
We don't talk about him. He did this.
Nah.
The 9th man?
Him? You mean the 9th man? Of course. Who else?
In his mind's eye, Junpei saw the corpse again. The dark, reddish-black pool of blood. The scattered pieces of flesh. Ugh. So grody. Organs strewn across the floor like the blossoming of a grotesque flower. The explosion that had torn through his body had been powerful. The 9th man's neck had been twisted at an odd angle. Junpei suspected the detonation had thrown him against the wall. It was really disgusting. Half of his face was crushed, and the other half was covered in blood.
Oh.
His throat got folded. Most of his abdomen had been emptied, either by the explosion or by gravity. Oh my god. He had landed on his back, and stark white ribs gutted out of his chest, like the legs of some sort of macabre crab. Ugh. Junpei felt something flip in his stomach.
I think he just screwed up.
Eyebrows went up, and Santa continued.
He probably set up some sort of trap, and that killed him. I'm not gonna screw up like that. I'm getting out of here, alive.
Bye, Brian.
Whatever
Snake was laughing at, Santa did not find it particularly humorous.
Hello?
You missed my cool laugh.
My Wi-Fi crashed.
You missed my cool laugh, bro.
You missed
Hello?
it, bro. Hello?
Okay, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Hello? Is this thing on?
Hello?
May I have your attention, please?
Brian?
Well, the real
You guys can hear
Brickman.
me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's... Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you can hear me. Okay. You missed my cool laugh. Sorry.
Oh no.
You'll see it
Anyway,
back
go
when you
ahead, Santa.
rewatch this. What's so goddamn funny?
Oh, my apologies. You were just so very confident. I couldn't help myself.
What the fuck?
I think you've mistaken the situation.
Huh?
The 9th man's death, it had nothing to do with the trap, or at least not the sort of trap you can imagine it did.
Then...
He broke one of Zero's rules. That was why he died. Quite simple if you think about it.
Huh.
You still don't. Alright. How about you take a moment and think back to what Zero said? Specifically, what did he say about the number of people?
He said only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door, right?
And after that, you've forgotten the relevant part. What did Zero say?
Hmm.
Santa furrowed his brow in thought. Junpei thought back. Zero said. What did Zero say? Everyone who verified had to go. More than 6 people can go through.
Probably that.
Yeah, probably. All those who enter must leave, and all who enter must contribute. Right? I think it was something like that. Whatever it was, it means that groups of less than 3 or more than 5 can't go through. That is correct. A gold star for you, Junpei. Snake inclined his head towards Junpei. The 9th man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself. That was why he was executed. Oh, that makes sense.
Then Zero's watching us from somewhere. Making sure we don't break any rules.
Oh, I'm not so sure of that.
Why not?
Because this execution system is entirely automatic. You didn't notice. There's no need for him to monitor us.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Snake looked at Seven with what could only be described as pity and sighed. Ah, very well. I see it must be me who tells you. I've waited long enough, I suppose. I had hoped Zero might spare me the trouble, but that seems increasingly unlikely. He couldn't see them, of course, but perhaps Snake sensed the confused eyes upon him. When Ace spoke, he saves words to everyone else's thoughts, or gave words.
Do you know some?
Well, I know a great many things, but yes,
What is it you know?
here. Snake removed the card from the pocket of his jacket. With a flourish, he presented it to Ace, who took a close look at it and spoke.
Come on now. What's the point of giving me this? Give me that.
Yeah, let me see that. Santa snatched the card from Ace, but his expression of disgust quickly turned to one of confusion.
The fuck? Why do you have a blue eyes white dragon?
Oh, I'm
Huh?
a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh!
The hell is this?
I always plan things ahead. Seven tugged it out of Santa's hands.
I see.
Bro sees it. His card went from Seven to Lotus, from Lotus to June, and finally to Junpei. He looked at it and understood. This is Braille. Braille, the written language of the blind. The card was covered with small, embossed bumps. Junpei could recognize it, but he certainly couldn't read it. Sorry, guys. I can't read this.
Obviously.
I'm not fucking blind. Junpei handed the card back to Snake, who nodded at him with a small smirk. Oh, that's you.
Okay, that was fun. What's so important about that card?
I found it in my pocket. I can only assume it was a message from Zero.
From Zero. A message?
What does it say?
Suddenly, everyone was crowding around Snake, desperate to hear what the message said. Santa especially looked as if he were about to grab hold of Snake and shake the answer from him. Snake raised his hand. Calm down now. No need to panic. You don't need to force me. I'll read it. Junpei swallowed hard and waited for
Ew.
him to start. Sorry. He was not the only one. Presenting, or presently, Snape began to read, his voice calm. His fingers glided over the tiny bumps as he spoke. Bracelet number 2. Since you are not blessed with sight, I shall bless you, and only you, with information. I shall tell you of the function of the red, of the dead, and of the bracelets. The red is the recognition device. It will verify your number. Beside every numbered door, you will find a red. The dead is the deactivation device. It does exactly what it says. Once you have passed through the numbered door, you must use the dead to stop the detonator in your bracelet. But perhaps you are wondering, what does this detonating device, or when does detonator detonate? I am afraid this may be something of a surprise. I have placed a small bomb inside of you and the people whom you are about to meet. And you swallowed it while you were unconscious. Bro swallowed the bomb. I have no doubt that by the time you read this note, the bomb will have passed your stomach and found its way to your small intestine. In other words, you will be unable to regulate it. Regurgitate it, I cannot read. I suggest you do not try. As I mentioned before, the bracelet on your left hand contains a detonator. Think of it as a remote fuse or timer for the bomb in your body. There is only one condition which will cause it to detonate. That condition is that you enter a numbered door. Once you have done so, the timer will activate no matter who you may be. You will have 8 seconds.
81.
81 seconds. If after that time the detonator has not been deactivated, it will send a signal to the bomb in your body instructing it to detonate. In order to deactivate the detonator, every person who verified their number at the red must also verify their number at the dead. Red Dead Redemption. Once all numbers have been verified by the dead, you need only pull the lever at the side, and the countdown will cease. Wow, the poor ninth man, bro. If he knew this, he would be wild. LL ninth man. Anyone who does not verify their number at the red will find themselves unable to verify their number at the dead. That is to say, if you should pass through a numbered door without first verifying your number at the red, in 81 seconds you will be dead. Red dead. You must also keep in mind that the numbered doors will close automatically after 9 seconds have passed. So long as the door is open, the dead will not function. You would do well to remember this. Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1. You escape from the ship. 2. Your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is taken outside the confinement of the ship, or detects that the wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. There is no other way to
Live or die.
Yeah, it's either you die or you leave. Sounds great. Sounds great, guys. If you attempt to force it off or disable the detonator, the bomb within you will immediately explode. This is all the information which I can impart to you.
Bro, you read all that?
Yeah. How you choose to use it for you is for you to decide. If used wisely, you can eliminate those who might be danger to you. For a time, you would be able to control your fate. I wish you the best of luck. Damn, what a note. Snake finished reading and carefully returned the card to his pocket. The message had been lengthy, but its meaning was clear. Only those who verify their numbers at the red could pass through the numbered doors. Teams could not increase or decrease their numbers. The reds, deads, and bracelets enforced the rules. They were the judge, jury, and the executioner. In defiance of Zero's suggestions, both Santa and Seven put fingers down their throats and began to gag. Wow, nice going, guys. The rest stiffened. Some touched their stomachs. Some simply stared at their bracelets. Junpei gingerly touched his stomach.
Cringe.
There was a bomb inside his body. The thought of it made him queasy. His stomach felt oddly hollow, and his legs were weak. Why had Zero designed such a ludicrous game? Junpei looked over at the others. Alright, I'm gonna ask one more time. Do any of you know anything about Zero?
The Muffin Man.
They were all silent, each person waiting to hear what the others would say. One said, "The Muffin Man." Finally, Santa spoke. The Muffin
Actually, I saw him.
Man. The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man. I saw Zero when I got grabbed. I didn't see his face, though. Son of a bitch is wearing some kind of gas mask. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Come on, guys. Give me something. You know, like, surprise or something.
Well, instead, it was Santa who looked surprised. There was a moment of silence, and then everyone spoke at once.
Alright, guys, we have to all say it at the same time.
Yeah, I saw him too!
I saw him too.
I saw him, too.
Yeah, I saw him too.
I saw him too.
Oh my god, I saw him too.
I saw him, too.
Dude.
I think that was everyone.
Yeah.
Just for extra credit, throw in a ninth man.
Yeah, I saw too.
Oh.
It made me.
Oh.
Yeah, me too.
He was wearing a gas mask. As stories were sorted out, the truth became clear. All of their stories were the same. They had been abducted at home at midnight. The person claiming to be Zero had worn a mask. There had been white smoke, and then each person had passed out. When they awoke, they had found themselves at Zero Deck, in a room with a 3-level bunk bed. Or D Deck, not Zero Deck. Only 7 stories seemed to lack the detail of the others.
Oh. Me?
Sorry, that oh. Oh.
Yeah, well, mine was just like the rest of yours.
Was all he had to say. It had occurred to Junpei at the time that it sounded somewhat strange, but he didn't press the issue. He hadn't done so because Malin was his brother, and there was something that struck him even more
His
strange.
brother.
And that was the mystery of the relationship between Snake and Clover.
True.
For some reason, they had been abducted from the same room and woken up in the same room. Are they
They're
dating?
lovers.
Yeah, are they lovers? Junpei looked at them thoughtfully. So, what's the deal with the two of you anyway?
Jack's dating himself for real.
Yeah, literally. It was Clover that answered. Oh no, conversation between the 3 of my characters. Clearly, she felt she had nothing to hide. Are they lovers? We're siblings.
Oh.
So basically lovers.
So basically lovers in Alabama. So siblings? Yeah. Snake is my older brother, obviously. That means I'm his little sister.
You look nothing alike.
That really so hard to understand, even though we don't look anything alike. Junpei was taken aback. Mama. The others seemed just as surprised. She is correct, of course. He laid his hand on Clover's shoulder.
One of you is a prince, the other one is a pop star.
Literally. Are you surprised? Are you?
Well, yeah, but
Why? There are other people here with connections to one another. Those two, for instance. Snake pointed at Junpei and Jun. Junie and June.
Oh, you mean between Jumpy and me?
Ah, yes. You did say you were childhood friends, didn't you? You went to school together?
Yeah.
She's so cute.
Yeah, she really is. June glanced at Junpei, uncomfortable with the sudden attention. Junpei felt somewhat nervous as well and tried to scratch his head as casual as possible.
Bro, I can't stop yawning. Hey, you think maybe we can figure out who Zero is this way?
Yeah, you're right. You connect the dots between the victims, and that leads you to the perp.
The perp!
Textbook stuff.
Junpei, June, does any of this ring a bell?
Ring a bell.
Ring a bell?
Double D?
The song was already turned, but here's a bell.
Yeah, yeah.
They looked at one another, both showing their love for Yeet, and like it was staged, they both tilted their neck at the same time.
Well, perhaps you went to the school with the son of a... Wait. Perhaps you went to school with the son of a multimillionaire.
A millionaire?
Son?
Well, someone bought this boat and set up all of this. Whoever Zero is, they must be incredibly rich. Well, can't be sure of that. To me, this seems as though it's the work of an organization, not an individual. Zero is most likely simply the representative of a larger group.
What sort of organization?
Asunaro.
Oh no!
It could be the number of things. An army, perhaps, or a research group. Perhaps this is all some sort of psychological experiment. If it is, then it's a pretty fucked up experiment.
True.
I mean, come on. That guy's dead. Oh, again, it's Danganronpa.
The word dead hung in the air, heavy and ominous. The room went quiet again.
I don't know who the hell this Zero asshole is, but I know for sure he's gonna be pretty fucked in the head.
He's gotta be pretty.
Pretty
Fucked up in the head.
fucked up in the head to do all this. If this is all one guy, then he's got some serious issues.
True. This guy really be fucked up as hell. Even with the specter of death hanging over them, this our discussion continued for some time. In the end, however, they learned nothing.
Ding dong, bing bong.
By the time they finished, 15 of their 9 hours were gone. Well, 1.5. I'm about to say, holy shit. All they had to show for it was impatience.
Man, look, you only got 7.5 hours left, okay? You really sure you want to just sit around?
No one was willing to argue this time.
Very well then. There's only one way for us to proceed.
Sure not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when Zero says jump.
Oh, it's so true.
Well, it's stupid to just sit around here doing nothing.
Thanks to Snake's card, at least we have some idea of how this all works.
Correct. And so long as we follow the rules, we should... we will most likely be alright.
But
But, what?
who's going to go in which door?
June looked toward the numbered doors. Oh yeah, that's right. We can't have any more than 5 people at one door. All 8 of us can't go in the same door.
Split it.
True.
Oh.
Thank
Then it
you,
would seem
Ace.
you have to split up. Wait,
Lotus looked terrified.
I can't get over her assets.
Yeah, she has some
I'm
massive
telling you,
titties.
there's no way in hell that I'm gonna go into door number 5. Come now, don't be selfish. Call me whatever the hell you want. I am not going in there. If I'm gonna have a walk through all that blood, I'd rather stay here. That And we're all doing so well. We were
Yes.
doing so well.
Without the stupid bitch. Ace shook his head sadly.
Women.
Fucking women, am I right?
Sorry, but I ain't going in there either.
Fucking twinks,
Someone else
am
can
I
go to
right?
door number 5. Oh, Santa, not you too.
Oh,
That's-
Santa Claus, not
that's-
you too, bro.
That's the other CNAsh character. Are you serious?
Bro, the CN characters are fighting.
Hey man, I just bought these shoes. If you think I'm getting some creepy dude's blood all over them, you got another thing coming.
That was the last straw.
He's like, oh, I better not go in now either.
What the hell, man? Were you the one who kept saying we should get going?
Yeah? Doesn't mean I wanted to go in door number 5. Oh god.
There was an awkward silence. Finally, Seven spoke.
Move,
King.
you're in the way.
Finally.
I
Fine.
threw up the beanie.
I'll go into door 5.
Whoa.
I can't go in there alone, though.
Jumpy, go with him.
Jumpy, please.
Anyone else willing to come with me?
Jumpy, please. There was another long silence. This time, Snake was the one to break it. I'll go. But what? Don't worry, you'll be fine. We may part now, but I'm certain we'll meet again later. How do you know that? Because I do. That's not an answer! If you're going, I'm going too. I'm going into door number 5. What am I going to do with you?
Oh, it's me. There's nothing you have to do.
Ace stepped forward.
If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7 is 7. And Snake is 2. And if you add Clover's 4 and add my 1, then the digital root would be 5.
7 plus 2 plus 4 plus 1 equals 14, which then translates to 1 plus 4, which equals 5. Oh, it works perfectly! And 4 of us can go into door number 5.
Wait,
Oh.
what about the other 4? What's their digital root gonna be?
Junpei did a quick mental calculation. Lotus, Santa, June, and Junpei remain. Their bracelet numbers were 8, 3, 6, and 5. 8, 3, 6, 5. What would their digital root be?
8 plus 8 is 16, so 22. It'd be 4.
It'd be 4, yes. 8 plus 3 plus 6 plus 5 equals 22, which then translates to 2 plus 2, which then equals 4. He repeated what he determined. It's 4.
Yo, it's 4.
It's 4. Add up your 4 bracelet numbers, and the digital root is 4.
Then we can go into door 4.
That's right, my little kid.
Yeah, huh. That worked out well. That's right,
Junpei
kid.
ran over the team assistant. The team assignment in his head one more time. That's how good a kid.
Yeah, kid, that's right, kid. Good job. I'll
Good
give you
job,
I'll give you some diamonds when we get onto the server tonight.
I'll give you some treats. 4 people will go into door number 5.
You want nitro?
June, can you meow for me?
Meow.
Oh. 7 Snake, Clover, Clover, and Ace. 4 people will go into door number 4,
Oh my
which
god.
is Lotus, Santa, June, and Jumpy.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Oh.
Jumpy had to ask himself if the teams were what he really wanted. Beyond door 5 was what remained of the 9th man. He never wanted to see that thing again. But something in him said he would be unwise to not examine the corpse even a little closer.
Bro's a thing.
Bro's a creature. Of course, if he went through door 5, he wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa. The girl with the big titties. True, it would be possible for him to bring June with him through
Ash.
door 5. But that would mean she would have to see the horrific carnage that waited there. Didn't want that. Not one bit. Jumpy was torn. Should he stay silent
Okay.
and go through door number 4? I call him Jumpy. Or should he stop them all and insist on door number 5? As he turned his options over and over and over again in his mind, Ace spoke up.
Alright then. Seems we reached a point of conclusion. Shall we go?
He began to walk towards door number 5. Clover and Snake follow with 7 short distance behind. Jumpy, which door do you want to go through?
Number 4.
Decided that door number 4 would be fine. You would go through door number 4 with Lotus, Senna, and June. I guess this is where the game starts diverging, huh?
Yeah.
Why had Junpei even considered doing otherwise? He would be there for June. For Akane Kurashiki. That seemed good. Felt like the right choice to make. He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood. That was his girl. He watched the other 4 walk towards the door. Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. Before long, they had reached door number 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and then laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red. Beep, beep, beep. Ace grabbed the lever. His face tight with determination. He turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions.
Goodbye. Be careful.
This is not gonna end well, bro.
This is fucking raw.
This is raw! This is not gonna end well for our boys. As Ace pulled the lever, the door swung open. The mouth of a hungry beast. Great hungry beast.
Wait, what'd you just say? Gear?
Yeah, hungry beast. Beyond the door, Junpei knew lay the sad remains of the 9th man. Bro is so... What a tragedy of a man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and 7 hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing.
Poor Brian.
Poor Brian.
Fucking died.
Problem as his blindness made him immune to the horror. Stepped through the door, his fear making a wet in the pool of blood. Oh, do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you? Snake had not even bothered to turn around, but the other 3 steeled themselves and stepped through the door. There they go.
No.
Bye-bye to them. Door number 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal. Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door. They pressed their ears to it in an attempt to hear what might be taking place on the other side. It's, beeping.
It's just like before. Probably the sound of the detonator on the bracelet.
Do you think they're okay?
I hope so. Junpei's face showed his concern more plainly than her words ever could, or June's. Junpei, same thing. Almost as though the response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was 7.
Hey, there it is. That's gotta be the dead thing.
There, bro, blew up.
3, 2, 1.
Why 7? We lost 7.
No!
Come on, get over here. We gotta authenticate.
They're authenticating.
Yo!
The beeping stopped. They lived! Yay! Sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Ooh, looks like it stopped.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of relief of their own. Hey, guys, are you doing alright over there? They had heard 7's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure. Yup, we're fine. Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about this whole dead thing, okay? The dead is just like the red, but the color is different. You know how the red was red? Well, the dead is blue. Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome, thanks. That helps a lot.
What's she talking about?
Yeah, for real. Well-
She said that that's blue.
The dead is the same as the red, but it's blue, so it's not actually red, but it's dead.
Oh, bitch.
Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there.
Roger that, Captain. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, motherfucker.
Junpei and the others left door 5 and headed towards door 4. They stood in front of the red and placed each of their hands upon it. Ba-beep, ba-beep, ba-beep,
Beep, beep,
ba-beep.
beep, beep.
An asterisk appeared on the screen. Junpei grabbed the lever and turned around. You guys ready?
Yes!
Yes!
Yeah. Sure.
Let's go.
Damn, everyone's so much enthusiastic on this team. None of them were particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them and turned back towards the red. Alright, let's go! With strength and determination, he pulled the lever.
Roll the lever, trunk.
Yeah, Junpei! Woo! Go King!
Oh, my king. Run.
The four of them leapt through the door together.
Oh.
Oh. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold, electronic sound coming from their left wrist. In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash.
Bro, that's pink.
Yeah, that's kind of pinky. The detonator's countdown had begun. That's kind of fucking scary, because like, you have like, what, 9 seconds? In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists,
I thought it was only 9 seconds to get into the room.
oh yeah, then the door closes. I don't know how much time they have with the detonator. The numbered door behind them closed. The sound metal upon metal reverberating upon the hallway. There was no way back now. They were committed. If they could not find the device to deactivate their detonators.
Hey, where the hell is the dead? How would I know? Don't give me that crap. Start looking. I already am.
They began to run, eyes looking frantically for the device that was the key to them salvation.
Them.
Them salvations. The hallway they found
Their
themselves
salvation
running down is a
key.
long one, easily 300 feet in length. Holy shit. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. If they had taken time to think, they would likely have discerned that the doors led to cabins. Don't tell me the dead is in one of these rooms!
Oh no. How many rooms do you think there are?
24. Junpei was too frightened to count properly,
I
but the best guess would be like 7 or 8 of them.
Maybe 9.
Maybe 999. Oh, fuck! There wasn't time to count them for sure. Junpei ran to the nearest door. He stabbed the knob and shook it hard. Stabbed the grab? I can't read today. It wouldn't open. It didn't feel locked. More like someone had hammered an iron plate over to the other side of the door. Junpei turned around to find another door and saw that his companions had already run the doors of their own. They did not seem to be having any more success than he had. Their own words confirmed his fears.
Shit, this one's no good.
Damn, we were gonna find this
Same
shit?
here.
It's not moving.
Oh, nah. Jun was the last to speak up. As Junpei looked their direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before. A small red light. It flashed at him dimly from the end of the hallway. That's it! Over there! Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Senna, Lotus, and Jun and pulled them towards the light.
All of them?
Damn, bro's strong. Senna called out to him as they ran.
Hey, how many more seconds do we have? How would I know? Oh yeah, they have 81 seconds.
81, yeah.
Oh.
Our
Thanks,
time limit
dude.
is 81 seconds.
You didn't know.
I know that, god damn it. I'm asking you how many seconds we have left.
Should have counted.
Not right,
In
left.
all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had already passed since the door had closed behind them. If that was true,
21 seconds.
urgency foremost in all of their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost tauntingly at them. Hurry! Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking. He slammed his head against the scanner panel. The other three quickly followed suit. There we go. With a grunt, Santa yanked the lever downwards. Can you make it? Yay!
Oh,
We did it!
that wasn't even a puzzle, bro. It was just a hallway.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
Ooh wee! Yeah, second round of panting. Alright, now it's Brian's turn.
Alright, June.
Yeah! Alright, now Jumpy. Phew! Looks like it stopped.
Man, you got out of easy. You didn't have to moan on camera.
His head
Oh. Alright.
That was potentially sensual.
My fault. I just had to panic. As they caught their breath, the four companions began to look around.
Bro fingered himself on recording.
You know, the ass of the male G-spot. At the end of the hallway lay a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the larger door were two smaller ones. They all needed inspecting, but Junpei began with the largest of the three, the double doors. How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps he corrected himself more on lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else the passage. Near the handle was a small keyhole.
Oh.
Sweet! Above the keyhole was a small symbol engraved in the brass. Mail? He wasn't quite sure what to make of it, and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him.
No, that's not a symbol for mail.
Oh.
That's probably the symbol of Mars. Well, technically, they're the same symbol, but I saw a number of similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
The sun. Saturn. The Earth. The Earth.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So, this isn't the man symbol, it's a symbol from Mars?
I thought you meant the fucking keyhole for a second. I was like,
Yeah, I was really confused at what he was talking about. I mean, I guess that kind of looks like the gender symbol for men.
Yeah, toilet.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Like the dude. While Junpei and June talked, Senna had disappeared. Where did bro go? They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check the other doors. Eventually, he reached the last of them and jogged back. Bro had that awkward run when you're running down the bus stop. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again.
Here's the deal. None of the other doors open.
And that must mean...
We only have 2 more doors.
Lotus examined the doors on either side of the larger double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it. Junpei figured they were probably room numbers. That would make sense. The door on the left read B92. And the door on the right proclaimed that it was to B93. Alright, well, let's open them.
Yeah.
Junpei put his hand on the doorknob for the door that said room 92. Senna moved to the door of the room 93. They made it through the numbered doors alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Right? Junpei and Senna looked at each other and nodded. They were like, 1, 2, 3. In unison, they pushed against their respective doors and promptly found themselves in a new room because they opened a fucking door. June followed Junpei as they threw open his door.
What a twist.
They turned around and saw that the door on the other side was open as well. What a twist. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa.
Hey, it opened.
Are we about to kiss? Yeah, it did. Junpei and Santa looked at each other. They had not expected the doors to yield so easily. Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts.
Maybe it's all part of Zero's plan. I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet.
As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued.
Well, now we have these 2 rooms, so I'm sure there's something that'll help us get out of here. Let's find it. Sam and I will search this room. Junpei and June search the other one.
Ooh. Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Jesus
Really?
Christ.
Whoa!
Oh.
Oh, it's a puzzle, okay.
We'll find out
For
what
the
these
next
rooms
part.
time.
You'll find out in the next part. What happened that part?
night,
We split up into 2
everyone.
different parts. Oh my god, Brian is like, he's real tired.
I've been sleeping, bro. I cannot fucking stay awake right now.
Yeah, it's a good time to end the episode. Actually, a lot of stuff happened this time. So the 2 groups, we made a choice.
I
that
think
might
something happened. I was just looking for 7 and June the whole time.
Well, don't worry. Next time, B-Man will be more awake. He had a long day
We'll be
today.
awake next time. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, he had a long day today. But regardless, we'll see you next time.
Next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.